Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top four seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Huskies offense comes on the field first today. First, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
Running out of time in the pocket. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. So the Hawkeyes offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Hawkeyes are in the red zone. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. It's a fumble. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory. The ball carrier recovers it, and the offense will keep possession. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down. The Huskies pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Incompletion makes it second down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking to chuck it again. Look at this. He'll go deep again. This one is broken up and falls incomplete. And the Huskies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch, and they get him down after the completion. Second down after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Here's the second down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. He's at the 50. At the 30 now. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Huskies. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
And the point after is good. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Extending the play now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down here for this offense. Quarterback will throw it up the run-pass option. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. Who makes the grab? They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Hawkeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Handoff running right. He shreds the tackle. It's a strong play by the defense as time expires in the first period. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship. Deadlocked at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark. The Hawkeyes looking to cash in this red zone trip. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Catch hauled in here over the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
He steps out of bounds at the 26. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. The last possession, they came up empty. Went for it on fourth down in their end. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
On third down, he drops to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start for 25. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Important second down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here comes a handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example where defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. The Huskies will send the punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Snags the quick throw. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. He'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Getting set. Here's second down. Press coverage now from the secondary. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He breaks free. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Touchdown, Iowa. This offense is still clicking.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of it, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
This one will be fair caught. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Second down after that run on the previous play. Hand off to the single back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And the Huskies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Breaking free at the 35. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Context as he let the ball go. Oh, and he cannot hold on to the end zone. Missed opportunity there in the red zone. Sets up a third down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Hawkeyes. This offense cannot be stopped.
You could just tell this quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do as things were developing in front of him. He saw that open space and decided, I'm just going to take it myself and head to the end zone for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum. He's going for a big play downfield. And that ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble now. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Got him for a sack. A big play. Senior leaders of this defense. Tough spot here. Second and long from their 19. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he drops back in the gun, looking for his big tight end. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge gain. The Huskies will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. A completion sets up a second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looks left and finds his target there. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move his sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Hawkeyes are in the red zone now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Iowa. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Looking to pass here on second down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackled after the interception, but that would be the final play of this first half. And the Huskies will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's a great catch on the sideline. What an effort to stay in bounds. They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. See if he can make something happen with the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Washington offense retakes the field here. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He's going to hand this off. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Huskies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So, Kirk, Iowa has the lead here. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. Let's check out the stats so far. Makes a quick catch. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Hard running through a tackle. And the ball in the ground. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stiff arms the man. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a reverse. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker. A solid run, good for 1st down yardage. Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Minimum gain brought down short of the marker. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And they'll kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The guys up front line up. It's 1st down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And then 1st down, they go right back to him.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
And the Huskies will come to the line to run the hurry up. He's escaping the pocket now. A quick spin move. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's 3rd down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the...
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. You can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. 14. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoffs.